been after me. Y'all favorite came after me. My fans up and them bands up, bring my fam up. The mentality, these niggas be faking. The mentality, these niggas be hating. The mentality.
Alright y'all, so we are back with another video, man, and mark your calendars, man, because I am not going to be an asshole in this video. So I know if you want to hear me trolling, maybe another video, but I'm legitimately going to be giving some serious advice for the MSC and some of the top players in the game and the pro players of Mobile Legends. So let's get right into it, man. And pro players, however many of you are watching, if you're watching Mobile Legends staff team, I know you all watch my videos. This is serious advice, and I would really think about listening. Listen, don't listen to the fans. I know you all know better than to just listen to the fans and haters and stuff who really don't understand the in-depth side of MOBAs. But yeah, this is very, very crucial to the success of Mobile Legends. And obviously, since I'm a Mobile Legends YouTuber primarily, it's in my best interest that Mobile Legends improves, becomes better, and attracts more players and more people to view Mobile Legends. Because if Mobile Legends dies, I get hurt too. Everyone gets hurt. We all stop, we lose. We all lose basically. But let's get into it, man. So starting off, number one, work on positioning and communication. So many times throughout watching the MSC, all the games that I watched, I saw very little communication, and then I saw bad positioning all the time. Like usually while watching, the teams that were winning weren't really teams that was just super dominant. It was just teams that capitalized on a lot of mistakes that the other team was making. So you have to minimize those mistakes. Don't be greedy, don't overextend. Work on the decisions you're making, work on better decision making and stuff like that. And I know that that's very difficult. It's easier said than done, but that actually leads me into my next point here, which is number two, scrim more than you play ranked. I don't even know if all the pro teams scrim, but I know with thousands of stars, like you all have thousands of stars and stuff on the into Mythic, but them stars is not helping you win these events. So put less time into doing that and worrying about the stars, and put more time just strictly scrimming against pro teams. Like play against each other all the time. Like every competitive game does that. Call of Duty, League of Legends, like literally games are scrimming. Like teams scrim against each other so they can get better, because just sitting around bullying like random teams, doing the 2-2-1 and all this stuff, playing against bums and bullying people, that's not going to help you. Like I mean, it's entertaining for the viewers to watch, but it's not really going to help you when it comes down to playing against another pro team. So practice against each other. Yes, you're going to learn each other's strategies and stuff like that, but that's how you simply improve. You're going to learn each other's strategies. You're going to see each other's game plan, but then you got to mix it up. You have to learn to adapt. You know what the other team's going to expect, so you also know you probably know what they're going to do, or you're going to have to switch it up, and the other team might have to switch it up when you all actually play at an event. But it's going to get you all at a higher skill level, because just randomly matching up in Mythic matches, it's not going to help you improve. Like you all just bully people, like the gameplays that you all have online in the community. The gameplays are very, very entertaining to watch. You just bullying people basically, but I would like to see more competitiveness. I would like to see close games, like more close games, not because one team is just making a lot of mistakes, but close games because you all are switching strategies on the fly. Like one team has a strategy, it's not working, they switch up that strategy mid-game. The team sees that you're doing something, they switch up that strategy positioning, like just really a full-on competitive aspect that makes it entertaining to watch. And that's what's going to attract League of Legends viewers, Dota viewers. That's what's really going to take Mobile Legends, make Mobile Legends taken serious as an esport, as a real competitive game, is when you all start to really get to that high level of play that all the other games would expect a MOBA to have. So that being said, I definitely don't know if you all scrim against each other a lot, and I think that it would be difficult since a lot of people are from a lot of different places, so you all might even lag playing against each other, which makes it even harder for that to happen. But you all should definitely talk to Mobile Legends about getting your own pro private dedicated servers. That way you pros can scrim somewhere where it's not lagging, where you all have perfect connection and stuff, and just go against each other face off and really get better just playing against the best players in the world. Like really practice playing against best players, practice new heroes, new strategies, all types of stuff playing against the best players in the world, so you will really get a feeling of how that's going to be in that tournament environment and tournament setting. That's how you're really going to go from being at the level you're at right now to like just being like unstoppable, like just really top tier players, like really top tier players. Like, no, like when you get back into regular games, like when you go to regular games, it should feel so easy. Well, it probably already feels super easy, so you just like a walk in the park. But you know what I mean, like just really effortless, because your squad has gameplay down that much that just playing a regular match isn't even fun to you all. So that's basically what I want to say about that. Like, scrim more, please scrim more, find a way to scrim more so you all can practice against the best, because that's how you be the best. To be the best, you have to beat the best. So practice against each other, so you all get that experience of actually improving every single game you play, not just bullying people. Which leads me into my third piece of advice. It's practice different strategies and with different team comps. And ignore the fans. Ignore the fans 100%, because I know why a lot of pro players and why a lot of you all who stream and stuff don't play and practice with different heroes. I know that the second you lose, all the fake fans, the haters, are gonna come in calling you trash, saying that their favorite team is better than you, all this stuff. Be like, oh, you're not good with that hero. I know how the Mobile Legends community is, man. You have to ignore that. You have to have thick skin. The fans really like to troll, but they at a certain extent, you got to realize they really don't understand MOBAs. Like, a lot of Mobile Legends fans have never played MOBAs before. Mobile Legends is really what turned them on to MOBAs and got them into MOBAs. So they don't understand the process of being a pro player and really what it's going to take to become a pro player. So you all have to really start practicing the different strategies. Don't just do what the fans want. If everyone is saying this is the meta, don't just accept that. Practice different things, because even if something is the meta, even if something is the most dominant thing, there are counters to that. There's different ways to go about approaching that. You can try different ways to counter that. And also, if, like, going back to the other point I made, if you are playing in scrims with some of the top teams, you will get to learn what works. You will be able to try these different strategies. You will be able to know for a fact if certain strategies will not work, and you will be able to know for a fact if certain strategies will. And I think that, honestly, I think that scrims will solve a lot of these problems. I think that scrims would be a big deal for this, because but the one thing that I do understand as well is that it is about viewership. If you all are trying different heroes and stuff, viewers might go down, because they're gonna look at it like, oh, they're not mythics anymore. Because the thing is, if you scrim a lot, you're not gonna be high stars into mythics like you are right now. Some of you all might not even be on the leaderboard no more. But realize that if you are serious about being a pro and winning these events and stuff like that, the leaderboards do not matter. The leaderboard is not gonna help you actually win an event. Like, from what I hear, from what I've seen, like, the top players on the leaderboards, a lot of them got smacked in the event, the ones who be on the top of the leaderboard. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but it just goes to show you that the leaderboards will not help you actually win a game when you're in a competitive setting, because some of these teams that's underrated and looked down upon, they are hungry. Some of these teams that the fans are always just talking trash about, they have something to prove. So you have to get on, you have to get that same hunger, you have to get that same drive. But my last piece of advice, my last and final piece of advice is study League of Legends, study Dota, and study the other competitions. Study other esports, mobile MOBAs, well, not even mobile MOBAs, but just MOBAs in general. Study the game tapes of all the other leagues, all the other type of games that's very similar to Mobile Legends. And this is very important, because a lot of people, like, a lot of the fans think that Mobile Legends is nothing like League of Legends and Dota and stuff like that. But if you're at a high level, hopefully you know better than that. And even college basketball players, they study the NBA. League of Legends has been around. Dota, like, these other games have been around. They've been here and done that. Where you want to go in your pro career, they've been there time and time again already. So study the people who have done it before you, because it seems like, what it seems like in the Mobile Legends community is everybody thinks that they're just like, Mobile Legends is just the beginning and the end and everything when it comes to MOBAs. But it is not. Everyone looks up to something. When you see an upcoming artist in the music industry, they're looking up to some bigger artists that came before them. And when you look at some, even the other gaming communities, when they're trying to get to the top, they're looking up to, like Fortnite. When they're trying to get to the top, they're looking up to Ninja and all of them. If every single community in the world is always looking up to the people who came before them, or the games that came before them and stuff like that, and they're learning from the best players in the field, you all should be doing the same thing too in the Mobile Legends community. I know that the Mobile Legends fan base is very loyal. even though they talk a lot of trash, they are loyal. They love the game, they love the players, they love the community. No matter how toxic it is, no matter how bad it is, the players that stick around Mobile Legends absolutely loves Mobile Legends. So I know that the love and support can be overwhelming, but you do have to look at the bigger picture when it comes down to putting on a great event, because great events is really what's going to decide the future of Mobile Legends. It's going to decide if Mobile Legends becomes one of the best games in the world, if it's going to go down in history as one of the greatest MOBAs of all times, or if it's just going to be here for the moment. Everybody's going to milk it for the little bit of money that you can make. Like, think of it this way. If you lose your 1,000 stars and you stop being the #1 player in the world or one of the top 10 players in the world or something, you might get less viewers because people in game are not going to see you. But if Mobile Legends it's going to be around for 10 years, if that keeps Mobile Legends around for longer and longer because you become a better competitive player, then that means the longevity of you making this consistent money is going to last. I know being at the top of Mobile Legends and stuff like that can make you a lot of money and get you a lot of success right now, but also think about your future and the future of Mobile Legends if this is something that you want to do long term. So I think that if everyone wants Mobile Legends to go to the level that I believe that Mobile Legends could go to and actually being one of the best in the world, you have to study the game tapes of the people who's done it first and study from some of those pros and stuff. I know a lot of you all can probably get in contact with some pros from League of Legends, Dota and stuff like that. Don't get in your own ways. Don't have an ego. Don't care what the fans say. Don't care about none of that stuff. Like, really just try to talk to players who have been in the position that you're trying to go in or you're just now entering. But this is just some of my tips and advice, man. This is just some of my thoughts. This is what I want to see. This is what would make the competitive tournaments and stuff something that I would want to watch and really enjoy seeing. And also, just a bonus in here, Mobile Legends, make sure there's no controversy around your events. Like, be careful of the people you're working with and be careful of the decisions that you're making, because that affects the players. It makes teams feel unappreciated and stuff like that. I understand how you all are, and I'm not going to discuss our history or none of that stuff right now, but keep in mind, if you keep making decisions that puts certain players and certain teams in harm or makes them feel unwanted or treated unfairly, you're going to keep losing people, great people, teams, and all of that stuff in this community. You're going to lose the trust of the community, because one thing, like, the community is fed up and negative. Like, they're negative because of this tournament and some of the things that's happened. Some of their favorite teams got screwed over, basically. They got screwed over because they had non-working equipment. Then you said that you would make it right, and then you didn't make it right. You went back on your word there, and it's just, that's going to leave a bad taste in people's mouths. Like, you have to stop mistreating the people that support you. The people, this community, the YouTubers, the pros, all of us. Like, the community is what makes Mobile Legends what it is. You are nothing without the community, so you need to put the community first. That's very important for Mobile Legends. But anyway, man, that's pretty much it, y'all. This is some of my tips and advice for you. This is genuinely from the heart, and like, if you listen to it, you'll understand what I'm saying. If you really take the time to listen, no bias, no matter how you feel about me. I know I've pissed off a lot of people, and that's actually what I set out to do, to be honest with you. But I'm chill right now. I'm chilling. I'm just really trying to talk to you all, because this is something that affects all of us. And yeah, and contrary to what anyone may think, I really am passionate about Mobile Legends, the community, and the future of Mobile Legends. So hopefully things get better and they only go up from here. Good luck to all of you pro players. Good luck to Mobile Legends, the developers, all of you as well. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video, homies. Peace out, y'all.
I'm on it. Can't fail for my family, I want it. So they'll never need hope or want it. A break, just something